I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did this happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, it's the 49ers creative quarterback. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the 49ers and the Jets, and it comes your way next.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people up and down the field.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll set up to throw. throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in-vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw here. Open man is Uzomah. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On the Jets sweep, here comes Moore. And he'll be taken down at the 34. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a short gain down to about the 33. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And a completion to Wilson.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. and his kick is indeed good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
Takes it at the 7th.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away.
A little juke. 6-yard return after a punt of 48.
And the Jets will take over.
And New York set to take the field.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass straight in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson's got it complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. Back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 3. He's got the... And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jets. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. He'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. John Franklin Myers able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2nd and 9 now. That pass complete to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert play. Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw.
It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks, don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The third quarter has not been kind to them after they built that lead at intermission. They've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They'll look to throw here. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Now a throw here, hauled in. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They'll drop to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He completes it to Wilson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Jets on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Barkley, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now back to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on 1st down. I'm not sure if this is 4 down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score, but you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
2nd and 4. Just get rid of it. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. 2nd down and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one at this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
So the Jets now down by 11, a little under 1:50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. On the draw, this is Barkley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
So the victory here for San Francisco. If you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Niners, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.